Hi, everybody. Welcome in. It is time for game night here at the hangar. In Americas, the Tigers of Southern Crescent in town to take on the Jets. Robert Williamson set to bring you the coverage. And we have got your game underway. And just as the game gets underway, my tripod arm breaks. What you know. I mean, that's just the kind of way things have gone today. Had some issues at Georgia Military College today, getting ready for softball between they and Florence Darlington. And why not have a tripod arm fall off on the first possession? But there we go. I think I've improvised and we are ready to bring you coverage in a 2-2 game. As that is put into the corner and splashed in from long range. There are the ladies who will begin things for Southern Crescent. Southern Crescent coming in with a 1-22 mark. And it would be a feather in their cap to knock off the top team in the conference, at least at the moment. Papin matching the three on the other end. And here are the Jets, who begin this one. It's a familiar five. These five have started just about the entire season. Sunumu, Ignatchenko, Gregory, Papin, and Sakano. And Papin in the lineup for a while despite an injury. Twisted an ankle in practice, but she is good to go. And the game's first foul committed by the Jets. It will be Ignatchenko picking up the personal. Good to be back at the hangar. I think it has been a couple of weeks since we've been here. The Jets have been on the road for a bit. Ignatchenko with the rebound off the miss. Papin wants another three. This one off the mark, but Sakano able to grab the rebound. Back to Sakano. Fires down low. Ignatchenko slapped away, got it back, rattles it in. Kim's got a hand on it. Batted it away, but Ignatchenko would not be denied. From the charity stripe, rebounded by Papin. And that will go out of bounds off of Gregory. A couple of games tonight, the men will play two. And I mentioned the softball down in Milledgeville. Georgia Military College taking on Florence Darlington Tech. The opening game was the Georgia Military College win 9-1. That'll be brought in from the sidelines by Evangeline Nyangushima. And is there a possibility I mispronounced? Well, heck, I can mispronounce Jones. So you better believe I could butcher that one. Nyangushima sending it back out front. Picking up the dribble is Epps. Taken away, Ignatchenko's got it. Grabs the chair and she'll get a jump ball. And the possession arrow will keep us on the Southern Crescent end of the floor. So in will be put in play from the opposite side of the floor. I guess I'm going to have to do this every game now, and that's apologize for the voice. It is raspy again. But in reality, I know you're going, boy, it is bad, but it's actually not as bad as it's been. But I think outdoor game last night in about 55-degree weather, and indoors now at about 70 plus. Might be contributing. Gregory turning it into a 5-point South Georgia Tech lead. And we've got a 30-second timeout asked for, I believe, by the Tigers. And what you ask for in the hangar, you will get at the 6:25 mark. Enjoying their basketball, their roster, and a little bit of their Stevie Wonder. Had to think for a minute. They had superstitions. 6:25 to play. Quarter number 1. So we are just underway on a Wednesday of basketball here at the hangar. Sure looks like there's going to be basketball beyond the regular season here. Things would just have to completely fall apart for the Jets for that not to happen. I mean, it's still mathematically possible, but it's a mathematical improbability. Thrown out of bounds, intended for Jones, and Jones couldn't catch up with it. Put in play to Sakano. Coming out of the timeout, got a new face on the floor for the Jets. That is Kenya Carter. Seven-point lead tossed into the corner. Long two, not quite long enough. It was Baldwin Tolles with a miss. Carter firing down low to Sakano, flips it back to Gregory. And the lead goes to 9. Not quite halfway through the opening quarter. And apparently we're going to get an adjustment, I think, on the shot clock. Yep. Bumping into 30. Checking into the ball game for the Tigers is Tremore Jones. Yep, there are a trio of Joneses on this Tiger team. Jayla, Takiria, and Tremore. And I do not know if there's kinship between the Jones. Stolen away by Sakano, tries to track it down and flips it back onto the floor, but into the hands of the Tigers. Down low with a miss, rebounded by Gregory Salumu, the block. That is Papin on the other end of the floor with a lay-in for 2. And she's now got a quick 5 in the game. Tipped out of bounds as Jones brings it out of the corner. Cheyenne Preston coming into the game for the Jets. And I'm assuming that 30-second break we took prior to the 5-minute mark is serving as the media break because we did not take one inside the 5. Maria Favero into the game for the Jets too. And you're going to have a foul committed by Jones on the screen. So Preston putting it in play from the sidelines. There are a number of Jets who have really picked up their game in conference play. Carter hitting the 3. And Preston, one of those that is a different player here at the end of the year as compared to the first. Jasmine Richardson bringing it down the floor. Whistle and foul. Non-shooting, it'll be brought in from right here at the sidelines. In play to Jones. Works it to the charity stripe, sends the one-hander short. Rebounded by Carter. And we have got a Tiger foul. Jets were already going to bring it down to the other end of the floor, but they'll do it with another Tiger foul in tow. Preston in play to Sicano. Gregory with a drive and the lay-in. Given to Richardson. Tim trying to save it is Mack, who is checked in, Adea Mack. Sicano to Carter, and there is a foul on the floor from Kristen Ellie. And Papin getting back into the game for the Jets. Let's see who leaves. It'll be Sicano. So now everybody but Gregory has had a break as far as the starting five is concerned. And it is Gregory who will put it in play. Kicked out of bounds by the Tigers. Jets maintaining possession. Richardson working on the do. Had to get it bundled up before we can resume play. Papin to Carter. How about another three? And it's good too. 6 points in the game for Carter, all from long range. Tips it. Gregory takes it. Back it goes to Gregory. She'll shoot and hit the three. Nearly taken away, but able to get it back was Jones. And you got a 10-second violation. Didn't get into midcourt in the allotted time. Here comes Dwilly Silva as Preston will leave. Saloon back in, and Gregory for the first time takes a breather. Favero puts it in play to Carter. Top side Silva given to Favero. Into the paint, nifty move, got the look, got fouled, and will have an opportunity at the stripe. So Favero, one of two Brazilians on this team. Silva being the other. Shooting free throws, and we'll hit the first. Jets on a current pace to top triple digits. You need to average 25 per to do that, and they're already near 30 with still 2.5 to play in the quarter. Tipped away by Favero. Carter takes it. Papin for three. Off the rim, Silva with a rebound. Carter. And about 3 threes for number 3. Taken away by Papin, lobs to the other end of the floor. The lay-in by Carter. From outside of the paint, Baldwin tolls with a miss. Given to Carter. As a tip, then taken away by Nyangang Chumwi. Little Euro in the paint, she'll draw the foul. And Papin the guilty party. Ignatchenko coming back into the game. And Sakano is 2. Meanwhile, for the Tigers, Richardson back in. Nyangushima with a miss on her first of 2 tries. Comes up short on that one. Ignatchenko with the rebound gives to Sakano. Shot down the floor to Silva. Ignatchenko lost it, but there was a reason, and the reason was Takiria Jones. And that is the 5th Tiger foul of the quarter. Ignatchenko headed to the stripe. Ignatchenko, a 66% free throw shooter. It started every game she has played in. Missed 1 game. Starting 25. Right at a minute to play in the stanza. Nyangushima bringing it into the paint. Nice give to Epps. Epps with a miss. Sakano's got it. Down the floor. Leads Papin by a tad too much. And Papin's like, I got speed, but not quite that much. And it'll be put in play by the Tigers. 5-second violation by Jones. So the Jets to put it in play. Jets coming in with a 20-6 mark, only 1 blemish on their conference record. That happened early in the conference play against East Georgia. Tipped out of bounds by Richardson. And the Jets recovering from the loss. Beat East Georgia twice after that loss. Walk by Salumu. Once there, once here. And have knocked off everybody else in the conference with the exception of a handful of teams. As Sakano rattles it in. And those are teams that they've only faced twice, not thrice. Andrew College won, Albany Tech won of the teams that these Jets have not played 3 times yet. Little short with a pass, it is picked off. Epps taking it the other way, into the corner. Off the rim with a 3 try. Papin had it, lost it, tipped over to Baldwin Tolles. Lean in as an air ball by Richardson. Still able to get it back, but time runs out on the Tigers in the stanza. And we have played 1. And after 1, the lead is 30. Jets looking for their 21st win of the year.
Technical College, where we make it happen.
Whether your dream is to become a welder, a nurse, a restaurant owner, electrician, or aircraft mechanic, South Georgia Technical College can help you make it happen. SGTC has over 200 associate degree, diploma, and technical certificate of credit programs of study available. Visit our website at southgatech.edu for more information or to apply, or call 800-928-0283.
So what are you waiting for? Let's make it happen.
Well, typically she has had a couple of game-watching friends with her. And then they are dancing and weaving to the music, but she is alone tonight. And not in the mood to dance, apparently. At least not yet. Salumu to put it in play. Sakano awaiting the inbounds. Jets on a current course. That would give them, let's see if I can put the math together, 144, which would be a school record by far. Silva looking for first points of the game. And foul committed by Baldwin Tolles. Silva, Sakano, Papin, Salumu, and Preston. The current Jets on the floor. And Silva will hit both. Typically about a 31% free throw shooter. Did not look like a 31% free throw shooter there. Fed into the corner. And Papin each step of the way with her, but had hand on body. And Papin will pick up her second foul. Nyan Goshima puts it in play. Able to get it back after the ricochet off Baldwin Tolles. Into the paint. One-hander missed. Salumu with it. Nice feed to Silva. She'll reverse it. Has 4 now in the game. A little bit short on the 2 try from the paint by Jones. Silva to Saluma, the bucket good. The foul committed too. And Salumu to shoot. Salumu on the season, a 60% free throw shooter. That'll go out of bounds off Silva. I think everybody kind of, except Silva. Forgot it was just 1 shot, not 2. Silva out of the game. Favero coming back in for the Jets. Baldwin Tolles back in for the Tigers. Epps will lead. Into the corner to Carter, and Carter drops in another. That is 4 from long range by Carter. Tigers stuck at 6. Been here for a while. Hard to believe not that long ago it was a 7-4 game. Since it was 7-4, you've got 38 Jet points to 2 for Southern Crescent. Given to Salumu, back over to Gregory. Preston, good looking shot. Put in play to Baldwin Tolles. And Salumu tipped it away. Favero's got it. She will lay it in. Off the glass, rebounded by Gregory, given over to Carter. Fires it to Favero, and Favero won't. Well, if it hadn't been for that extra step, it was going to be good looking. But took one too many steps. And we've got a timeout on the floor. And I have a feeling that's going to be our media break, too, despite the fact we're outside, not inside. 5 to play in the quarter.
Of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Choose from over 100 affordable degree and certificate programs that fit your budget and schedule. Earn the same degree as you would on campus, with the same affordable tuition rate for every state. UA Online. Advance your career and change your life. Get started today at online.ua.edu.
Well, there's one of the other gentlemen that typically is involved in our dad stepping up. May have to step in and be the liaison. I mean, typically he and she are sitting by each other. May have to go to resolve a spat. Okay, probably no spat. Just there's a logical explanation. 49-6 game. Jets with the lead, 7.5 to play in the half. That will go off Favero. Put in play to Richardson. She'll shoot the long-range 3, just a little bit short. Tipped around, Ignacchenko trying to get to it, but dribbles it out of bounds. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel by the end of the month, which is now 2 days away, right? Isn't today the 26th? We want to be at 6,000. We need 82 more. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Gregory trying to get into Preston. Throws it away. It'll be Tiger basketball. Out of bounds off the Jets. 6:49 to go, half number 1. David Finley is going to be our halftime guest in the men's game. In the ladies' game, Jason Carpenter, head coach. And if you're like, I've heard that interview before, well, it's a best of tonight. It has been a lengthy dry spell, but there's 2 on the board for the Tigers. Favero thinking about the 3. Carter's got 4 threes. She's got 5 from long range. Stolen away by Gregory. The bank not there. Carter with a rebound. Put back is And Carter 19 first half points. Off the leg of Preston. Tigers will have it. They'll put it in play from the near sidelines. Twin bill tonight. Men played too. And they played the Tigers as well. That doesn't happen that often. I know you think it would, but the women in the GCAA play each other 3 times. Men in the GCAA twice. So the same teams on the same night is not particularly common. Sakano hitting it from inside the paint. Stolen away. And then Salumu. The ball never went out of bounds, but she did. So in will be Southern Crescent Tech's ball. Put in play to Jones. Richardson the miss. Papin able to give it to Sakano. Fires down the floor. Only 2 Jets, which will score Gregory. Put in play to Tremori Jones, who is back into the game. Little scoop. Salumu committing the foul on the Evangeline Nyangushima drive inside the paint. I know I mentioned the fact that there are 3 Jones on the Tigers squad. Reminds me of, and I've told all my stories more than once now, so bear with me. Early in the broadcast days, little school in the panhandle of Florida, Laurel Hill, had 8 Moors on the team, and obviously 5 starters. That was easy to remember. These 3 Jones aren't always on the floor at the same time, so not quite as easy to remember. Papin shot blocked. It'll be Baldwin Tolles with the block. And I think we indeed did take our media time out of the 7:35 mark instead of inside 5, as we have got a dead ball at the 4:55 mark and still playing. Sakano, glass rim and 2. Tipped by Papin and then taken away by Papin. Wide open down low, Sakano. Missed the first time, but sure enough didn't the second. And the Jets still on a pace to break a school record. I believe unofficially the most in a single game, 117. Into the corner to Papin. She'll put up the 3. She'll drop it in. 8 Papin points in the game. Well, on the ladies' side of things, it's pretty much decided. She got Salumu tripped. And foul committed by Nyangushima. But on the men's side, it's a different story. There are still a lot of things that could happen to the seeding process. Down low to Silva, whips it to Papin. Silva was trying to tip it in, tipped it to Nyan Gushima. Given out front to Epps. And Silva. Again, that hand on hip. Getting the foul called today. Mack, the recipient. Ignatchenko and Carter back into the game. Not as many dressed out tonight for the Jets, and everybody that's dressed out has a game jersey on, has already been in the game. Mack with a miss, Ignatchenko with the rebound. Carter, 21 in the game. And Kushima, you talk about a height mismatch. She against the 6'4" Ignatchenko. Papin with the rebound. Down low, Gregory make that. Yeah, Gregory for two. Couple of minutes left in the half. Halftime, we'll take a look at stats too. So Jason Carpenter and statistics at halftime. And to imagine that this game actually got off to a little bit of a slow start. First minute, 90 seconds or so. Kind of a slow beginning. Off Nyan Gushima. But once that foot hit the accelerator, it has not come off. Ignatchenko, the easy miss. Sakano says, here's how you do it. Got a final score of that Georgia Military College game, the game 2 against the Stingers, 17-zip, the final. Sakano, 2 more. 12 in the game for Sakano. Stolen away by Gregory. Sakano off the rim, no good. Preston back into the game. Favero 2. I'm trying to think if there is a Jet that has not scored. Maybe Favero. And we'll see at halftime. We might see before then. No, Favero's got 4. So I think everybody has gotten in on the scoring that is going to be playing tonight. Preston got bumped. Pretty solid bump by Jones. That is the 5th Tiger foul. So Preston will go to the line. 57% free throw shooter on the year. One of 2 goes Preston, and Silva climbing over the back of Maureen Jones, picking up the foul. Well, I think at the end of 1, weren't the Jets on a pace to hit 144? Now they're on a pace to hit 148. So they have not let off the gas. Nearly taken away, but tipped out of bounds by Favero. Clean lane, not able to drop it in though was Epps. Rebounded by Gregory, goes to Silva. Able to catch up with it at the baseline. Carter's had a 30-point performance this year. She's got 21 in the first half. Favero got the look, couldn't get it to fall, got it back, whips it to Silva. Carter's been hitting those, and she does it again. At the buzzer, off the rim. And we have played a half of basketball. Wow. What a half for the Jets. Full steam ahead. 77-14 lead halfway through the game. Jason Carpenter coming up at halftime. Great to have with us as our halftime guest, the ladies basketball coach at South Georgia Tech, Jason Carpenter. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing well, Robert. Thank you.
Let's go back to 23-24 and reflect back on your first year as the AD and the ladies basketball coach there at South Georgia Tech. I guess anytime you go into a program, into a job, you've got these goals you'd like to reach, things you'd like to achieve. Did that happen last year?
It didn't. We came up short. Obviously, I think the goal with South Georgia Tech is always to win a conference championship. It's the precedent that's been set. And we came up just short. We finished second in the regular season and then lost in the semifinals of the conference tournament. So we missed the goal. But, overall, and considering the challenges, I thought we had some success too along the way. And, we're optimistic and looking to build on that moving forward.
You come away with a winning mark, and as an outside observer, I got to admit, in your first year, that's a lofty goal to go ahead and vie for the conference championship and move on to the nationals. So is it fair from my perspective to think that is a really high goal to try to achieve in the first year?
It's probably fair to assume that, but even when I was applying for it, I knew what I was getting into, and who I was replacing, and Coach Frey, and what he had done and the success that he had established for this program, and so that was the expectation of me, so I fully accepted that. We embraced that, and we worked very hard to get there. We just came up short.
AD, now, was that your first year as athletic director as well at any institution?
As the actual athletic director, I'd been an associate to the athletic director previously, and part of a big program. So some familiarity of what the job entailed, but certainly the first time in those shoes. Yes.
Did that present some unseen challenges, things that maybe in that first year in that you didn't realize was maybe part of the AD, or did the fact that you were kind of balancing it and the coaching job together, did it present new challenges?
It certainly presented new challenges. I don't want to say that it was things that I was unfamiliar with, but certainly it's different when you're the one who has to make the decisions and make the calls. So it had its challenges, but I'm very grateful for the opportunity and proud to be here.
All right, let's get a little closer to 2024-25 and talk about recruiting. I think for a lot of we basketball watchers, we forget that it's pretty much a 24/7, 12 months out of the year job for guys like you. So the recruiting aspect, how did it go? Were you pleased with who you've signed?
So, yeah, I mean, again, got a slightly late start. When I got the job in August, believe it or not, even at the JUCO level, there's a lot of recruitment that's already gone on for that, next year coming up. And so a slightly later start than I would have liked to have gotten, under different circumstances. But yes, overall, very pleased with what we were able to bring in, for this year. We ended up bringing 3 back from last year's team. And so we have 13 on the roster, and so we had 10 freshmen that we had to go out and find, and we had to find players that were going to be ready to make a contribution right away. So, yes, very pleased so far.
Does it add a little extra pressure to you as a coach from the standpoint, and I don't know if I'm going to explain this correctly, but, okay, you come in your first year, you've got, recruits that were recruited by a different coach, Coach Frank. So maybe there's a little bit of an outlet if things go awry, but now this is your, for the most part, your recruits. So does it add a little pressure to you to succeed?
Yeah, I don't know if it adds pressure too much. I'm always going to have high standards, for myself in this program. And so I don't know that I feel any extra pressure, but it is the truth. This year is my class. These are the players that I brought in, and we recruited them to be a part of the system that I want to run, and I want to build upon moving forward. Last year I said last year was kind of the get through it, make the most of that year and that team and those circumstances. But this year is really the rebuild. And I don't say rebuild with low expectations. We have very high expectations still, but it is certainly that building on, my program and philosophy and style.
I probably should have alerted you in advance to this next question, but I don't prepare questions, so they pop into my head. The ladies that played last year and moved on, I know Vera and Guninen went to Gonzaga.
Yes.
What about the others? Where are they at that are playing this year elsewhere?
Ava Fatsa was actually a relatively early commit. She signed earlier than Vera did. She went to George Washington University, so the Atlantic 10. That's high mid-major, just below that Power 5, Power 6 conference mark. So that was a great opportunity for her, and obviously a very strong academic school. Isabel Bueno went to Champion Christian College, and Greta Carollo ended up at Eckerd College down in St. Petersburg, Florida. She's loving life on the beach down there, and it's a Division II program. And she had some Division I offers, but that's an excellent Division II program. They're very well coached, and you can't beat St. Petersburg. So
24-25. All right, let's get to this year. What is the goal for Jason Carpenter? What at the end of the year is the only thing acceptable from your perspective?
Well, again, the banners on the wall dictate that we better be looking and expecting to hang another one, and that's certainly what we're preparing to do. We're young, so there's a learning curve here. But again, with these players being the players that I recruited, I think they more naturally fit to the style that we want to play. And we are returning some players that obviously played for us last year. So that's going to help, I think, speed up that learning process.
For those of us who are basketball coaching challenged like me, you mentioned the difference in styles, more suited these recruits to a specific style. What would you say is maybe some of the greatest differences between the Frey style and the Carpenter style?
I can't necessarily speak to what his style was, so to speak. But, I know for us, it'd be really really dynamic offensively, really like to spread the floor. We like players with a wide variety of skills that can, attack, defenses in a variety of ways so that we can utilize them that way. We really like to get up and down and push the tempo. We're really looking to run and score in transition, and that, takes a certain type of player to do that. And then the defensive philosophy is probably a little bit unique in how much we want to pressure and get up in the passing lanes and look to generate turnovers.
The three that are back, who are they, and who are the new recruits that you anticipate contributing immediately?
We brought Mio Sakano back. So she was a runner-up, I believe, to freshman of the year. She played, again, you talk about dynamic type players. She started off the year last year as a freshman for us as our starting point guard. And, eventually we moved her into like a starting low post player. So she's, she had success in both areas. She's going to be running mostly the point for us this season. We brought Anola Pappin back, a wing player to shoot it. And she had a pretty good freshman year, but we expect for her to have a much better and more successful sophomore campaign. Then we brought Maria Favero back, who is a combo guard, we say, in the basketball world. She can handle the ball a little bit at the point and play a little bit on the wing too as well. Very athletic, tough competitor. Again, we thought she was the right type of player for this program, and just an excellent quality kid and works really hard. With regards to the freshmen, we have a young lady from Kell High School in North Georgia, Jemiah Gregory, very athletic, exceptionally athletic, a wing player for us. They won a state title her senior year when she was at Cal. So we expect her to be certainly an impact player. We have a young lady, Maria Ignanchenko, who we all call Masha. She's a 6'5" post player from the Ukraine. She's got great hands, very good feet. Adapting again as an international player, adapting a little bit to the U.S. game and the style, but given her size and her skill set, I think she's going to have an excellent year for us.
I got to ask, where a native of Ukraine is concerned, how did South Georgia Tech get in touch with Ukraine, or at least an Ukrainian in this particular case, and get them to America's Georgia?
I can't give all my secrets away, Robert. No, she had originally committed to go to Morehead University, and at the last minute that kind of fell through for her. And we had a coaching friend that was over there and told me that she might be coming available. And when she did, we certainly were very pleased at the opportunity to bring her in here to help us out.
Well, Coach, great year last year. I'm anticipating the same this year. Where the rest of the conference is concerned, last year's winner was East Georgia State. Are they still maybe one of the top-tier teams? Who's the team to beat outside of South Georgia Tech?
Well, I mean, East obviously, being the reigning champion and bringing back the freshman of the year and their post player, as well as I think they got a guard back that was very good but was injured most of the year last year. So there's certainly, that team that people are looking to knock off. But I think Albany Tech is going to be very talented. They brought two guards back who were both very good players as freshmen, as well as some other, very good high school players coming in. And Central Georgia Tech, again, I think is going to be pretty good. They've got a new coach and a new cast of players, but it's going to be competitive. It always is when you play each other three times, for conference bragging rights and titles on the line. Games are going to be competitive.
Coach, looking forward to your sophomore year there at South Georgia Tech. Congratulations on a great 2023-24, and we're looking forward to 24-25. Thanks for being our guest.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you very much. Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Wow, on a first half of basketball for the Jets, 77 points. Now, I know there have been records kept. I'm not sure if we know what the record is for a single half of basketball, but 77's got to be darn near close. And thank you very much, Terry Battle, who gave me some insight into some school records. 116 would break a school record with scoring if the Jets were able to hold the Tigers below 19. That would be a defensive record. And Carter's got a shot at breaking the school record of most threes in a game. Alyssa Nueve had 11 against Andrew College about 5 or 6 years ago. And Carter has 6. So 5 tie and another 6 to break it on the record outright. And if, by the way, you were thinking, well, things have gotten off to kind of a slow start in half number 2. We've gone 37 seconds without any points. Well, half number 1 was kind of like that. Took a little while to get the scoring started. Now, not a long while. About 90 seconds to a couple of minutes in, but the scoring did not explode until about 2.5 minutes into the first quarter. And if you saw the halftime stats, wow, you talk about a torrid pace of scoring. 68.9% from the floor. Jets 69.2 from three-point range. Those are impressive numbers. Now the question is, can they keep it up for another half? Ignatchenko getting the scoring started in half number 2. Well, taking a look at the Tigers first, their top scorer with 4 was Jayla Jones. Top rebounder with 2 was Richardson. Foul issues for Jones, as in Takiria and Tremori. Kristen Ellie and Hajar Baldwin-Tolles, they've all got 2 each. Sakana with a drive, couldn't get it to fall. And Nagoshima's got it on the other end of the floor, putting up a prayer. Yeah, there to recover was Salumu. Gregory on the other end. Back to Salumu. And Salumu will get fouled. Most time on the floor in the first half for the Tigers. 18 minutes and 35 seconds for Jayla Jones. There were 4 double-digit scores in half number 1 for the Jets. The 4 were Sakano, Papin, Gregory, and Carter's 22. Top rebounders, Ignatchenko and Gregory, both had 6 each. The assist leader was Silva with 3. Most time on the floor, 16 minutes, 12 seconds for Gregory. And as far as foul issues are concerned, you have got Silva with 2, and you've got Papin with 2. Bench scoring 2 points for Southern Crescent, 28 for the Jets. Actually, it was 5. That 2 and 28 was off turnovers. 2 points for Southern Crescent, 28 points off turnovers for the Jets. Meanwhile, bench scoring, 5 for Southern Crescent, 33 for the Jets. You talk about a run, too, the longest run in the first half. How about a 47-2 run? That is a phenomenal run by the Jets. And they just keep pouring it on, 82-14 at your first second half timeout.
Georgia Technical College, where we make it happen.
Whether your dream is to become a welder, a nurse, a restaurant owner, electrician, or aircraft mechanic, South Georgia Technical College can help you make it happen. SGTC has over 200 associate degree, diploma, and technical certificate of credit programs of study available. Visit our website at southgatech.edu for more information or to apply, or call 800-928-0283.
So what are you waiting for? Let's make it happen.
Well, we were wondering where the doctor was. There is Dr. John Watford, president at South Georgia Tech. He and his wife Barbara in that familiar spot up in the stands. They, like we, waiting to see if this is going to be a historic night here at the hangar. And right now you've got the Jets, let's see, about 34 away from history. With 17 minutes left to play in the game. Nagoshima with it out front. Sakano reaching in to take it away. Off the rim, no good. Pattern around, Salumu able to come up with it. Into the corner to Papin, shoots the three, rimmed it in and out. Put back is good from Gregory. Most threes for the team in a game is 19. I would assume it came that same night that Alyssa Nueves had 11 threes, but I don't know that to be a fact. And let's see, how many threes did the Jets have in the first half? 9. Give it top side to Ebbs and then into the corner, trying to throw it back onto the floor. Is Jones, she does, but into the hands of a Jet. Into the corner to Papin for three. That one's short. Rebounded by Silva, back to Papin. Into the paint. Carter coming into the contest. Has it top side. Gregory has it taken away, reaching in and stripping it is Ellie. Favero and Preston getting ready to check into the game. Every Jet dressed out tonight has scored. Top side to Carter. Back over it goes to Papin. Flips it down low and dropped in by Gregory. It has, though, been a relatively quiet third. 12 points halfway through. Epps with it, top of the key. Backs her way into the paint. Jones into the corner. That is a Jones miss. Given to Papin, fires it to Silva, lost. And the Tigers with it. Epps off the rim with a three try, and Silva committing the foul. Trying to tip it away from Ellie. Or it could be Eli, E-L-I-E. Preston Favero and Ignachenko coming into the game. But it'll be after the media timeout. 4:18 to go. Quarter number 3, Jets leading it by 72. Just about all white. Jones County diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Well, our dance team has been added by one. They were dancing just a few minutes ago, but not at the moment. And the third member of the dance team is sitting over there. I wonder if this is an REO Speedwagon kind of thing. You know, the band breaks up. I don't think it probably not, just happenstance. Hey, have you followed us on YouTube? Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? Needed 82 coming in. I haven't checked. See where we are at the moment. But want 82 more by Thursday night. By midnight. Or will it be Friday night? Yeah, it'll be Friday night at midnight. That'll be the end of the month. Sakano getting ready to check into the game. The Tigers trying to pick up their first points in the second half. Mayan Gushima with 3 points in half number 1. Had a rebound. Spent 18:05 on the floor. In the first half, Tigers 1 of 4 from the line. And they were all shot by Mayan Gushima, who is now 2 of 6. Plenty of sports tomorrow here on JockJive. And I would say the marquee games are the ACCC Division II men's quarterfinals. Missed by Papin, rebounded by Preston. Brings it out, goes to Sakano with it. Back over to Papin. Into the corner to Sakano, fires down low. Papin off the window. But also tomorrow, baseball and softball here on JockJive. So, no, not pick your poison, pick your honey. Which one you want? And a jump ball, Naogushima. Tying up Salumu. And the possession arrow pointing to the Jet into the floor. Richardson into the game. Out of the game for the Tigers goes to Kyrian Jones. As it is put in play to Sakano. Preston to Favero, swings it down low, Salumu. 90th point of the game on the board with 3 to play in the third. That is thrown behind Naogushima, an easy 2 for Sakano on the steal. Out of bounds off Papin. Put in play to Jones. That is Tremori Jones. As mentioned, you've also got Takiria and Jayla Jones. Nagashima getting fouled by Salumu. So the only Tiger to shoot free throws is back at the stripe. Nagashima. And she has the only second half point for the Tigers. And now the only second half points for the Tigers. Carter is checked back into the game. 6 threes in the first half, but scoreless in half number 2. Preston to Carter. Feeds down low. Laid in by Salumu. And got pushed from the backside by Ely in the process. So Salumu with 9 in the game, trying to join a growing list of double-digit scores for the Jets. And will. 10 in the game. Eli coming out of the game, checking into the contest for the Tigers is Mack. Too tall with the toss. Preston trying to reach it and couldn't. It'll go out of bounds and belong to the Jets. Sakano to Preston, puts it into the corner. 3, good from Carter. 7. 4 shy of a record. Stolen away by Favero. Trying to flip it over to Carter. It is tipped out of bounds by Jones. Put in play to Preston. Sakano. Giving to Salumu. And committing the foul is Epps. That'll be a non-shooting foul. I think Carl Davis came over to one of the other officials just to ask, was she in the act of shooting when fouled? And the official said no. Salumu with a chance to get the Jets to 100. A current 81-point lead. It almost feels like the Jets have just kind of gone into a stall mode, but that's not true. I mean, they put 22 points on the board at the moment with 1:26 to play in the quarter. It's just compared to the first half. 22 as compared to 36 and 41. A little bit different. Giving over to Jones. That is Epps with it. Nagashima to bring it in. Works it to the elbow. Favero defending. Loose ball. Favero tipped it. Little collision. Out of bounds it will go. And Favero apparently touched it last. Tipped and then taken away by Favero. Gregory, short. And a foul called on Salumu. And that has got the Tigers into the bonus. They will go to the stripe and shoot. One more game to go. The man of South Georgia Tech and Southern Crescent Tech meeting about 20 minutes after this one wraps up. Originally slated for a 7:30 start. Might get underway a little bit late. Couple of misses from the first Tiger besides Nagashima to shoot free throws. Sent down low to Preston. Epps weaving through Jets. Tipped by Favero. Carter wrapping it up. And you got a jump ball with possession arrow going to the Tiger into the floor. I think Preston is saying, hey, there's some moisture right here on the floor. You might want to tend to it. Taken away by Preston. And then the foul by Jones and a technical on Jones in the process. So there's the foul, there's the technical. And you got to say kudos to Preston, too, for not retaliating. The temptation has got to be to just seek revenge. Well, let's see what's coming first. It looks like it's going to be the technicals first. Preston with 5 in the game. In the first half went 1 of 2. And she'll make both of the, well, I guess those are actually going to be her got fouled free throws, and these are the Techs that Carter is shooting. I keep forgetting that you're going to have possession regardless, so there is no need to have players around the paint. One more for Carter, who's got 27 in the game. Had a 22-point first half. And now 28. Has had a 31-point game this year. So Jets with possession after the foul and technical. Back over to Preston. Favero into the corner to Carter. And Carter has not missed. That is 8 threes for Carter in the game. 31 points in 3 quarters. It's Carter's night. She is on fire from everywhere, but especially from behind the arc.
Georgia Technical College, where we make it happen.
Whether your dream is to become a welder, a nurse, a restaurant owner, electrician, or aircraft mechanic, South Georgia Technical College can help you make it happen. SGTC has over 200 associate degree, diploma, and technical certificate of credit programs of study available. Visit our website at southgatech.edu for more information or to apply, or call 800-928-0283.
So what are you waiting for? Let's make it happen.
Right there in the middle with basketball in hand, Carl Davis. I do not know the names of the other officials, but I know Carl because he always wants a copy of the game at the back, and I like that. I've mentioned it before. No matter how long you've been in the business, you want to get better. So he gets that game film, evaluates what he did, what he liked, what he did not like, calls he got right, wrong. It is when you stop evaluating and stop thinking that you can get better that you get worse. Dan Jones is still chirping a little bit in Preston's ear. I don't know if that situation is finished for the night. Baldwin Toll's able to get it back. And there is 2 points that guarantee Southern Crescent Tech won't be the team that suffered the most offensively at the hands of the Jet defense. Preston with a miss. Favera able to get it. That is Gregory for 3, and she'll drop it in. Laid in by Jones. Sent to Favero into the corner and goes to Gregory off the rim. Preston gets it. A little too strong. Foul committed and Preston shooting. So a non-shooting foul. Jets will bring it in from the baseline. The Jets would have to go ice cold not to get a school record tonight. Make it happen. You can go ice cold, but they would have to be held to less than 5 points in the final 8:30. Into the corner to Sicano. Off the rim with a 3 try. Top side it goes to Carter. Carter's first miss of the night. Put back in from Sicano. And an injury to Richardson. So Richardson will come out of the ball game. Jones to put it in play from the baseline. And it is rattled in, the perimeter 2 from Jones. Gregory, the bucket. Foul as well, and a chance for 3. So Gregory to the stripe. And if I'm understanding correctly, this would put the Jets at a school record. Still shy by 1. Jones with an air ball from the charity stripe. Silva to put it in play to Sakano. And I'm not sure who Sakano was throwing to, but all I do know is she wasn't there. I guess it was Gregory, but Gregory not there on the baseline. Enola Papin back into the game for the Jets. Give it to Mack. Mack for 3 off the rim. It is tipped over to Silva. Silva thought Papin was going to get it. Papin thought Silva would. Down low to Ignachenko. And if you were at the hangar on the 26th of February 2025 watching women's basketball, you have watched a record breaker. More points tonight than any other night in the team's history. 117. And still 6:43 to go. Papin with a miss. Ignachenko coming over the back of Baldwin Tolles. Give it into the corner. That is Jones with a 3 try. Baldwin Tolles with a rebound. Put back in and out, rebounded by Gregory. Kicked over to Sakano. It is to Papin. And Papin loses it out of bounds. Carter coming back into the game. Out will go Ignachenko. Give it over to Mack. Looks down low. Off the glass. Papin with a rebound. Sends it down to Carter, and Carter gets fouled. So Carter and her 31 headed to the strike. And I believe, despite all the points, 31 from Carter, none of them have come from the strike. I checked that. One of the technicals was a Carter free throw. Carter hitting both a 119-23 lead. Well, typically at this point in the game, when one team's got a rather large lead, you're talking about not impossible, but improbable. I think we have reached the impossible realm. A lead of nearly 100 with 5:37 to go. I don't even know if you could hand them the basketball and make up the difference in 5:37. Maybe it could. So I guess we're still working with that realm of possibility. Mack misfiring. Favero coming up with the rebound. Sends it to Papin, lays it up and in. Loose ball retrieved by Jones. And there is a timeout on the floor. It is asked for by the Tigers. 4:49 to play. And the Jets with a 98-point lead. Nine out of the hanger. That's how it's supposed to be when you get a little older, right? Holding hands, watching basketball. The envy of folks now getting up in age, which I qualify for the getting up in age. Put in play to Jones. And Jones might have got bailed out by a foul committed by Favero. As Jones will go to the line. Well, records broken tonight, the 121. Highest total for the Jets. I would be curious to know what the largest margin of victory is. Currently, it's 98, the lead for the Jets. Favero to Preston into the corner to Papin. Launches the three off the rim. Preston with a miss. Tip back over to Preston. That is Carter. Off the rim on the three try. Nagashima out of the corner. Goes to Jones. Jones floats it over the rim, rebounded by Favero and Papin. Favero says, okay, you take it. To the other end of the floor, the lay-in by Silva. And the lead is 99. How about 101? Jones giving over to Baldwin Tolles. Lost it. Preston comes up with it. Gets ahead of the pack. Goes to Papin. She'll lay it up and in. Jones to Nago Yashima. Bringing it down low. Favero defending. Stolen away by Carter. Carter weaving through traffic and knocks it down for 2. Well, records are made to be broken, isn't that the old saying? This one is going to be tough to break. Possibility of a 130 plus. Preston, 2 more. Drive by Jones, misfiring. Favero coming down with the rebound. Triple team, that means a lot of Jets open. That'll be tipped out of bounds. And it'll be the Jets putting the ball in play with 1:50 to go in the game. Cross court, Preston able to retrieve a somewhat errant toss. Silva to Salumu. Into the corner, Favero. Missing on the 3, Salumu with a putback. In a lead of 109. Nago Yoshima with it. Favero defending. Give goes to Baldwin Tolles. Rebounded by Salumu. Shoots it down the floor while falling. Picked off. Jones over to Nago Yoshima. Silva grabs it. Goes to Carter. Down to Preston. And Carter will get fouled. And apparently that is going to do it for somebody. I hear the melancholy music. I only see 4 fouls on the board, though, for Baldwin Tolles. Maybe David Finley just, he wanted to play the music. Hasn't had an opportunity. And said, heck, I'll do it a little early. Men of Southern Crescent, the men of South Georgia Tech, ready to take to the hardwood next. Salumu to Favero. And the Tigers might be like, you know what? We can run most of the shot clock out. We can stop this. Foul by Favero. Non-shooting, 3rd of the game. I'll make that of the quarter. And Nago Yoshima is going to run the clock out, and the game is over. 136-24, your final score, as the Jets get an even firmer grasp on that number 1 spot in the conference. All but sewn up. As a matter of fact, tonight you might have done it. Even mathematically, I'd have to go look. But it sure looks good for the Jets to host the semis and championship here at the Hangar. One in the books, another to come. The men of South Georgia Tech and Southern Crescent Tech in 15 minutes. That's what we've got on the clock. We'll see you then on JockJive.